Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and welcome to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today, I am going to make a card that could be used for a wedding, an anniversary, or even an engagement card. I'm going to be making a white and silver card today. My white is my usual 10 inches by 7 inches, score it at the 5-inch line, fold it, and crease it with your bone folder. And then I have a piece of silver mirror cardstock. I think this is from Tonic Studios. This measures 4 3/8 by 6 3/8, and I've already die cut out of the middle. No need to waste all that wonderful metallic paper that's underneath there. And then I have a piece of white cardstock that measures 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Now, I did cut those out of GinaK's Master Layouts 8, but you don't need to use that if you don't have it. I included the measurements, and I'll also have them in the description box below so that you can see. And then you just need a scrap piece of a white for die cutting and stamping. All right, I'm going to use, this is a new Simon Says stamp embossing folder that I got. And let me pull this up so you can see, maybe with the black behind it, you could see it better. This is called Pinnacle Hearts. Now, this is a really thick embossing folder. So it took me a little bit to figure out the sandwich for this one. And I'm going to emboss the front of this white. And I'm going to do that first. I want to kind of get it lined up so that the hearts are straight. Now, this is meant for an A2 card. So I'm just going to adjust it a little bit so that I have space at the top and bottom that is fairly even. All right, now for the Anna Griffin Empress machine, I just need an A plate, the embossing folder, and a magnetic shim, or the metal shim, not magnetic shim. And that is it. Okay, and this curls up, but if you just put it through the other way, the next time it will curl the other direction. All right, now let's see how this looks. Oh, and that is pretty deep embossed hearts. Okay, now that I'm going to glue down right to the silver. This should be a fairly straightforward card today. Should be being the key word. And that gives you a nice, that even looks pretty on the debossed side. So you've got a choice. If I hadn't used the GinaK edge die, I could have used the debossed side, but I like the embossed side also. I'm just going to get that lined up. And now I can put this on the front of my card because everything else I'm going to do is going to be added to the card once it's done. Add a little bit more in there. Now, to stand up and get this as straight as I possibly can, okay, now I'm just going to set this aside for just a minute. Now, I have this foliage die that I'm going to use today, and I have no idea. I believe I got this at either a flea market or a yard sale. I bought a lot of stuff from there, and I have cut out 2 of those already in white. And then I have, where did those little dies go? Here they are. 2 heart dies. One is a scalloped edge and one is plain. And this is from Honeybee Stamps. It's called Freebie Heart Tag. And I've cut out 2 in silver and 1 in white just to give it a try. Now, I do want to stamp and die cut a sentiment. And I'm using GinaK's Friendly Wishes. And I want to do congratulations. So I'm going to grab my stamping platform. And the piece of scrap white that I used before. congratulations. I don't believe I have used this stamp set or this congratulations yet, so I will condition that. And I'm going to put it in an angle because I need to cut it out and I want to make sure I have room. So I'm just going to rub my finger across the stamp. It takes the factory coating off. And then I'm using VersaFine Clair Nocturne. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think I'll just do one more inking. And then I'm going to set this aside to dry for just a moment. And I left my tidy towel on the other side of the room, so I'm just going to go back to squirt bottle water. And I'll just use the edge of a towel here. You want a lint-free. This towel is fairly old. Well, and I'm having trouble getting that up off, so there we go. And that's all the stamping I want to do. Let's bring back my card front. And these, I want to play with a little bit of a layout. I'm kind of thinking something like this with them overlapping in the center. And that's where I want to put a heart. But I haven't decided, do I want to put just a big heart with silver, or do I want to put the smaller white in the center of that? And I kind of like, I like the brightness of the silver, but I also like the toning down that the white puts in. But then if I just put the white in, it looks like it needs something added. What about the smaller? Okay, I think I like the smaller heart versus the bigger heart. Decisions. Now with this mirror cardstock, you will get fingerprints all over it, but when you're done, if you just brush it off, the fingerprints go away. I'm going to stick with the scalloped heart. So I'm going to glue this down, but I don't want to put all of the edges down. I want it sticking up a little bit. So I'm just going to put a little bit glue here and there. So some of the leaves will be upright and some will be flat. And I want the leaves in the center to be mainly flat. And a little bit right there. Now I'll take my tweezers, get the tweezers that actually work. And I'm going to do the same down here. But I think I'm going to trim off some of these leaves. So that will give me a little bit more of an area for my heart. Yeah, I'm going to trim off these ones also. All right, so glue this one down. Gotta plug in my computer here. The battery is saying low. Yeah, that ought to take care of that. That's a sound I don't mind coming on when I'm recording. Otherwise, I could be recording and it just died. All right. Put the pin back in that. Perhaps. There we go. I want to put a little bit of glue down here. I don't want this whole thing sticking up. I like to add dimension, but sometimes it's too much. Now the glue doesn't want to come out. There we go. Right. And if you use pins in your glue bottle, you want to make sure it's a stainless steel pin, otherwise it will rust and turn your glue different colors. Now I'm going to pop up that heart. I'm going to use my round foam dots. They're a little bit of a higher loft. And I'm going to put 3 on here, I think. Come on. Oh, you know, sometimes things work better when you use your fingernails, but not always. I'm going to move it off to the side just a little bit so it's not centered. All right, now I'm going to die cut out my sentiment. I believe it's this one. Yes, it is. Okay, get my stamping platform back together here. All right. Now to figure out where I want to put that. Do I want to put it across the heart? Do I want to put it down here? I'm thinking I kind of like that offset right there. I'm going to pop that up with my lower loft foam strips. These are about, I want to say, like a 1/16 of an inch. And the circles are about 1/8 of an inch. So these are half the size in height. Yeah. There we go. Okay, now it just needs a smidgen of bling. It doesn't really need a lot with the silver and the silver. I'm just going to take, pardon me, a Swiffer duster and just clean my fingerprints off that. All right, I've got a couple options for embellishments. I've got, and I thought I set them right here. Oh, here they are, right beside me. I've got some silver pearls, some clear iridescent dots, and then the general silver rhinestones. I'm kind of thinking I want to go with the clear. Well, let's put a couple out. Or that's more than a couple. And just to try these on here. Maybe if I set them between the actual hearts. That one stuck to my finger. Flip over. Well, you can come off and see. All of them, of course, turned upside down. If I do 3 here, and you really can't see those on camera, I'm going to pull the camera down a little bit. So sorry if you get a little dizzy. There, that's got you a little closer. And I want tinier ones. Tiny, tiny. Come on, one of you flip right side up. I do 3 and 3. How does that look? Not bad, I think, but let me just try it with these, which might give it more color. I want to go with the more color. I'm going to leave the same layout, but I will use the silver sequins instead. One nice thing about this heart background is it does give you some debossed areas that you can put embellishments in. Let's get these off the card. All right. And I want a couple of the bigger ones. Yes, I like that better. You can see them better. Come on, get down there. Well, this one already has glue stuck to it, and it wants to stick right to my fingers. Now, a medium-sized one. And a medium-sized. And then the smallest size. And now I think with the extra silver, I'm going to put that on the inside of the card, right in that bottom corner. Just add a little something to the inside. I've already got it cut. May as well use it. Okay. Well, that is my card for today. I'm trying to get it where you can see. You got the embossed heart background, which is beautiful. And then the white on, I like the white on white with a touch of silver. And I think changing to these made the difference. Well, that's my card for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Stay warm and stay safe.